I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you, and today we're going to make a little treat box style bag for our little lint bunny. So we're going to start off with a piece of DSP that measures 5 by 6, and we're going to score this at a half. So I'm going to turn it upside down and use the other side to score at a half, and then I'm going to spin it back round and score it at 2.5, 3.25, and 5.25. There we go, 5.25. Then I'm going to turn it so that it's on the 5-inch side, and I'm going to score at 3/4 inch, the bottom. If you've got directional paper, make sure that you're doing your 3/4 one that will go at the bottom, because that's the way my paper goes. And then I'm going to score at the top 1.25. 1.25. Okay. So now we're just going to fold and burnish our score lines. There we go. Let's just go and I'll burnish our score lines. Right, now we're going to take out, so first of all we're going to cut up all the bottom score lines, the bottom score lines. So I'm going to cut up the bottom score lines. Your bottom is your 3/4 inch where you have scored your 3/4 inch. So I'm going to just cut up all my score lines, and then at this side that's going to be the one that is our tab. So there's 1/2 inch one I'm just going to notch at either side of it, and then I'm just making sure that goes there. So we want that wants to be the going forward. So we're going to take out this one on the end here. So we're going to take out that one on the end. That next section we're going to leave because we're going to put that in. Now, just a minute. No, we want to leave the back one. Let's just doubly make sure that one. So that's going to come off at that. So that's the narrow 1/2 inch side. So that's going to come off. I'm just doubly making sure. Yes. So we're going to cut down this score line. In fact, I'm going to turn it over, see if I can see the score line better at this side. It's awful when you've got bad lighting. Right, so I'm just going to check again that that is the one that's coming forward. Yes, so that's the one that's coming forward. So I'm going to pop that out of the way, and the others can go now. So I'm going to cut all the way across now, because they're going to go. Okay, so that it will come round, and that's going to come over the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in our tag topper. So I'm actually going to fold it just like that. So I've just folded on that score line, so it's going like that and that score line. And then I'm going to put this in my tag topper punch. Now it will all fit in, but I'm going to concentrate on the sides being right. So we want the back sides being right. We're going to push that through to the back. We're going to make sure that this is absolutely lined up when we're happy that that is lined up. I'm going to put it down. Just again, make sure that those sides are right, they're equal. I think that's right, and I'm going to push down, and that's it. And I can pull it out. There we go. There we go. Right, so I'm going to open it back up. I'm just going to move my trimmer out of the way. Then I'm going to bring in my mini. Whoa, sorry. My balance has gone. Just a minute. Sorry. I knocked my camera. Right, so I'm going to get my cutting plates. So you need plate 1, then one of your cutting plates. And what I'm going to do to be able to achieve this, I want to cut out an oval in here. So I'm going to fold this back on itself and fold these back on themselves. But when it comes to this bit, although I'm folding them all back on themselves, I'm going to make sure that that does not go on. So just let me, it's this one I want to do it in. So what I want to do is use the smallest of the ovals, and I'm just going to put that in the middle. So there's my 2 edges, so I'm going to try and get that in the middle as I can, and quite close to the bottom. So I'm going to tuck that. Hopefully that's going to hold it in place. So I'm tucking all my edges in, and then I'm going to put my plate on the top. I think I just dropped it on the, I've just dropped it on the floor. What have I done with it? Where have you gone, plate? I'll just use this one. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that that is not all the way down. There we go. And then I'm going to, I'm going to get a bit of my my tape. I don't want to have something that's high tack. I just want something, I'll use a piece of this. Okay, so I'll put it on again. So a little bit away, I would say I've got like 1/2 centimetre, 1/4 of a centimetre. I'm just going to put that there, flap those back in. I think I've got that right. Oh, I had it there all the time. That's why you're shouting and telling me. So, okay, so take that through. Don't even have to take it all the way through to the other bit. I'm going to wind it up back again. So we'll have taken out, and now we have a window. So you need to be very careful in taking your tape off, that you don't rip your DSP. And you can always save that piece of DSP for something else. Okay, so the 2 plates, that's what I'm using with that one. Right, now I'm going to get a piece of white cardstock, and I'm just, from the Tiny Keepsake, I'm just going to cut out a little white label. So I'm going to put that up there and just cut a tiny white label. Oh, that moved. I forgot to put that. Let's put that there. There we go. So there's some lovely little tiny labels in the keepsake dies, the tiny curvy dies I think they're called. They did do a stamp set that used to be with it. Oh, it's Garden something it's called, the paper. It's an old DSP, but you can use absolutely any DSP. It's not, you know, it doesn't matter what DSP colour you use, any would be suitable. Now I've got a little window pane that I'm going to put in. So this measures 2 7/8 by 1 7/8. So that's going to fit on the back there so that we've got a nice window. So I'm just going to put some tear and tape on there to hold it in place. So it's I'm determined, Verity, to use up my DSP. You get far too much DSP as a demonstrator, and I'm afraid I can't keep buying. I don't feel right keep buying more and more DSP when I've got beautiful DSP that needs using up. So I'm determined. I have got some current ones. I have got all the celebration ones, and I have got what they called, flowers for every season, something like that, the DSP. I've got that that's current, and some of the current not subtle, I think it was probably Royals I've got, but I was gifted this by my upline manager before I came into Stampin' Up, and there's such beautiful paper, and I thought I'm going to have to get rid of it. I can't keep buying and buying and not using it up, I'm afraid. So yeah. so I'm going to put that in there like that. And before I do anything else, I'm just going to get my punch. I've got an 1/8 punch. Now you could, let's just make sure whereabouts this is coming. Oh, in fact, I will be able to do it when it's down, so that's fine. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put tear and tape on the edge here. And I like to put it right by the score line. In this light, it's very difficult to see it, so I hope I've got that right. So I'm going to put that on there. If you burnish it well, it comes off better. I didn't burnish it well. And then I always like to stick a bit of glue on the very edge here. So I'll stick that. There we go. And then I'm going to bring this round, line it up, make sure it's lined up, and just press down. There we go. And then we're going to bring in either side of the bottom ones, and then I like to make sure I take that one in first, so it's the back one that's coming forward, so the front one can go backwards to give you a neater finish. So there's my front one going forward, and then my my front one will then go on the back like that. Now, where's my bone folder gone? Just pop that in there. I usually use my bone folder. It is about somewhere. Oh yes, it's over here. I'm really busy at the moment, and that's why I'm filming late at night, because I'm doing something and I can't film, and so I'm having to film late at night. So what we're doing is we're going to just pinch the edge, just make sure that it's getting in the middle, and then just bring that down there like that. Now I'm just going to put a little mark so I can see where that goes. Open it up, and then I'm going to put this in where that hole is, and then I'm going to punch that through. Now what we want to do is put our limp bunny in. Whoops. Our limp bunny is going to go in like that, so you'll be able to see him through the window. And I'm going to get myself a generous piece of ribbon, any ribbon. I want to use up some of my sheer ribbon that I've got. This is a lemony colour, and I thought that's for Easter, and I've got lots of pretty but no lemony colour ribbon at all in my Stampin' Up. Have I got my pokey tool? Oh, I know, I'll use not that one, not that one, certainly not that one, try that one. Gonna just push this through now, make life easier for myself. There we go. So what I'm gonna actually do is I'm just gonna tie a knot in the back here. So this is going to have a knot in the back, and I'm going to leave it fairly loose because I want to be able to tug on this and then pop these through here. One in there, two in there, and then bring this down over the top, and then I'm hoping that my plan works there. So I'm knotted that so far. Right, now the little tag that I've cut out, as I say, is from the I don't know whether it's called the Tiny Curvy Keepsake box, but I love this. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea, Verity. I want to do that. This box, I absolutely love it. I bought it when it first came out. It came out with as a set, and you got these to colour it in and these to use with it, but there's lots of stamp sets that you can use that have got small sentiments, the Kangaroo and Company, Snail It. So there's lots of current stamp sets that we've got that are great, with sweet treats in, saying thank you just for you. So many. I am actually going to use the stamp from this, but this particular box I have used tons. Yeah, my desk is always covered. I'm a mess at the moment because I've as I say, doing a project, but I've done treat gifts at Christmas, so I've done that. We had some lovely acetate, coloured acetate with spots on and all sorts on, not this Christmas that's gone, but the Christmas before, and it was gold on one side and silver on other, and I cut out tons of these and had some little ribbon, used the star tag, and made lots of treats to give when I went on parties, dinner parties, with friends, and I took them as little treats, which were great. They are great wedding favours. I've used them at Christmas this year to put a little something in for people. I just think it's my go-to die. I would say I have truly had my money's worth with this die, and as I say, I'm beginning to use the little dies with it as well quite a lot now. It's got a lovely little heart one that I'm using currently, that it's not in here because I'm using it at the moment, and I will reveal later on, not now, but at some point I will show you what I have done with it, which is nice. But it's absolutely a fabulous one. So here we go. We've got our little like teardrop. I don't know what I've done with my pin. I've using the sweet treat, so I'm just gonna ink up my sweet treat and just pop that down. There we go, lovely. Right, I'll have to be careful because this ink, it takes a while to dry, so I've got to be a bit careful. I should have put Happy Easter, that was my idea, to put Happy Easter on it, but you get the picture. So I'm gonna see if I can get away with it. I still see that it's wet, so I'm hoping I'm not gonna smudge it. So I use that to push it through again. Whoops, which one? The black one will do. Because my dressing, just got away with that. Because my desk's in such a mess, I'm not finding anything at the moment. I've got me. Another thing I really love is my my pokey tool from Stampin' Up. I use that no end. Sweet treat. So we can tie this again. Yeah. There's so many DSPs that this would look fabulous in. But I just thought this was a bit more... oh, I haven't got any yet. I'm going to get some of those eventually, but I haven't got any yet. I'll tell you, I'm in love with the mini though. Have you got a mini? Because I couldn't wait for them to bring out the mini, because I have had little machines. Before I had a big machine, I had a little machine. My daughter-in-law has got it currently. That was my very first machine, and there we go. And I used it quite a bit, and then I got a So Crafty one from Aldi, and the plates were just that little bit wider, and then Stampin' Up were bringing out the mini, and the plates again are just that little bit more wider, and I tend to use a lot of dies that just need the mini, really. To be honest though, I am using my big one at the minute, but for lots of things like this treat bag, it would have been easier to do it on the bigger machine, but I want to prove the worth of the mini, because it easily did this and cut this little box out. so it works a treat. I just love it. I'm wearing it out. I've already worn out a couple of plates, and you'll see the ones that I use tonight. Look at these, state of these. I am using my mini. Oh yeah, I bet mine was blue. I don't know. I've also got in my cupboard that I've never used, and it's a Doodle Craft or something. Yes, it is. It absolutely is well loved. I just love it. I really, really love it. I just think these plates, the width of the plates, you can, if you look in the catalogue, there are quite, I would say at least half the dies or more you can use on the mini. I mean the positive thoughts dies you can use on the mini, the tasteful touches, all the shaped, the stitch so sweetly, they fit on it, the stitched shape dies fit on it, and even the ornamental dies, there's only really the big one that don't fit on it, and the rest fit on it. And I'm sure the happiness hippo, in fact I do want to try that, because I'm sure where are we, happiness, other way. I was sure that I'd use the bigger die on here, and it just fits, although yes it does, although Stampin' Up are not declaring this set will fit on the mini. I have actually used this on the mini, it just fits, and that's why I think they wouldn't say it fits, because it's only just there, but I have cut things out on the mini with it. Yeah, this, what I want to do, Verity, is old or new, current or not current. I want to go through all my stamp sets, and this is why I'm doing this series on this punch. This is my is it my fourth thing that I've done? I made package, oh, I made the card, oh, must have got it. Have you seen the card that I've done with it? That I've done it quite different. I'm not going to undo it because the bow's perfect and I really can't bear to undo it. But inside, I've done a video on it, so if you look back you'll see. But I just thought this was a bit different, because a lot of people have done these to the side, and I decided, right, I'm not. I'm going to do gatefolds. I'm going to do it in the middle, and I'm going to offset it so that it gives it a really different look. So this is my design, my creation. And again, I'm using, this is the same, from the same set, the garden, whatever it's called. Garden Impressions, that's what it's called, Garden Impressions paper. I'm determined to get rid of it. So so I did that, and so I say I have done a video on that. It's on my business page, plus I think I've uploaded it to my YouTube channel, because on Facebook they will disappear after 30 days, whereas I'm uploading as well to YouTube so that it doesn't do that. But I'm determined, so I've done this. I did my a little treat packet, that's Eastery really as well, so little treat packet. And then tonight I've done my, I buried it and squashed it, my little treat there. And I must have done one more because it's Thursday and I've filmed every single day, so trying to think. Oh, I did a label, didn't I? What have I put that on? I did a label one that turned round, and I've perhaps actually sent it out. Can't see. Oh, tag. No, sorry, I didn't. I did the tag. That's right. I've done the tag as well. It was that one that I did, chopped it down and did a label. So I've done the tag, a little pouch, little kind of more of a treat bag and a card, and then I will do one more thing with it tomorrow, which I've not decided what I'm doing yet. So there so far that I've done. So I'm trying to use everything. So I might start doing, starting from the stamp sets that I've got, starting from my A, and work through, because I normally film Monday to Friday. So I might do 5 projects with each of my stamp sets, come dies that go with the stamp sets, so that I use them all. Well, thank you, Verity, for popping by. It's really nice to chat with you. Because I seem to be filming really late, I'm getting different people viewing me, so that's been really, really nice. I'll say, if you haven't got a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. If you see any of the products and you're desperate to use what I've got, I can always send you some if I've still got some left. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I will be back. Hi, Patricia. Lovely to see you. I've just been doing a run of ones. I think she's gone again. I'm not sure. It flashed up and flashed back. Sometimes it doesn't always tell me who the people are that's on. So I'm doing the run with the Tiger Topper Punch, but I was saying, if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be a demonstrator. If you only want to be a hobby discount hobby shopper, do please come on my team. I would love to grow my team with hobby demonstrators, or if you wanted to run it as a business, there is never any pressure to sell. There's no pressure to video at all. You don't have to do any of that. I enjoy doing it, so that's why I do it, and to help people create different things. If you are watching on my YouTube channel and you see anything you like and you'd like to purchase it, if you click back to my, you need to search for my business page, which is the same as my YouTube channel, Sue Boo Bringing Crafting to You, and you can click on the button on my shop. I always send a free gift and a thank you card with every purchase. So thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate that you've stopped by. If you haven't, please subscribe to me. The more you subscribe and press the bell, you will not miss any of my videos when I pop them on, as I don't have a regular time that I come on. I come on when it's convenient to me. So thank you very much. Do appreciate that you've dropped by. Goodbye. Have a nice evening. Bye.